All your friends came. Your friends now came. Good morning, everybody. I must say, very good morning. Where is the punch? Saturday morning. Punch, voice, energy.
Good morning.
Excellent. Excellent. Huh? Y'all young people, young blood, come. Young blood, energy, power. Correct. We need all those. And it's a morning. Huh? Saturday morning. Come. You go. Okay. Morning. Saturday morning. Then we will start officially. We will kick off the session. So we have this. I'm waiting somebody to come. Small technical things. Till such time, let's talk about. Everybody's okay that I do speak in English this style. Single is also time to time okay. Fine. That's very good. See. Before we start, I thought of like always what I do. Before I, want to take up like, brand new kind of you people like for the first time. None of us met before, right? No. It's a brand new for me as well as for you. So one of the good things we must do before we start audit and assurance on these stuffs later on. Let's get to know each other. We call that as what? Come on here. Come. We call this as ample space. Nobody's why you are not come forward. It's very comfortable here. Like me when I was also attending classes like way back. Getting to know each other we call in English round robin. Round robin. So I'll tell who am I quickly. 2 minutes. And then you all must follow. For example, this boy will start and like, who you are, from where are you from, don't know whether we are neighbors from. Seriously. Okay. None of you guys are working people, I believe. Not working people. If you are working people, so then if you want the company name, I'm not interested at all. Designation, I'm not interested. Only thing, ambition. What is your ambition? You want to be a business? Wow. Excellent. See, young entrepreneur, you want to be an entrepreneur. Any sort of idea towards what, like, not yet?
Yeah, I'm working with the entrepreneur.
Oh, I see. Already you're a businessman. So now you are supporting.
I'm doing accounts and
Come.
supporting other folks.
Oh, I see. Excellent, brilliant. See, we have started with very, very young entrepreneur, like who? Richard Branson, the world youngest entrepreneur awarded a couple of times. You know Richard Branson, singer. Later you search, Australian businessman. Elon Musk, many people know, but there are people like, entrepreneurs. Yeah, very good to be started up. Who am I? You guys can call me as Vimal. Very simple. Let's cut short the name. That's how people used to call me. CA Srilanka, several other institutions. I will not mention the names. CA, I can mention the name because you guys are here. They used to call me as Vimal. So that's how the people into academic knows me. So you continue the same. Yeah, of course, I must be an accountant. Otherwise, I'm not here to do audit and assurance. Yeah, chartered accountant qualified in which year you think? I qualified as a chartered accountant which year you think?
2014.
It seems I'm a young guy. Oh, you have to go back.
All of that.
Yes, of course. 2007, I qualified as chartered accountant. Huh? And then 2012, of course, after 5 years, I obtained the fellowship. Yesterday and day before yesterday, we had annual conference in Sri Lanka. Some of you might know. Megan, come. And then I have started my career. Of course, you have to be in audit firm. Requirement is only 4 years. Now we all have only 3 years. In our case, 4 years. But I was there for 6 years. Some people are thinking, the mad fellow, why is 4 years only? 6 years. Yeah, after qualified, I want to get this real experience. People are talking about audit planning. Is that really something very difficult called audit planning? You have to be first qualified. And then only you have to have this experience planning and issuing audit report and all these stuff. We will discuss later in our curriculum. So I was there for 6 years. And then moved into like manufacturing as my first job. This is our group financial account. And then move into a bank. And then settle down a little bit in the Srilankan premier telecommunication company. And then I still have, I used to play with all this, though you say 2014, 7 years before. So then now I joined the company again, a conglomerate, heading the risk control and governance department. Yeah. So thought of like, you have to assess first. I will not say whether I'm suitable or not. Later, we have to do very important activity today before we are leaving at 11:30. But I'm going to remind you. Leaving Asurugiriya, there were a few schools that I went actually, and then also when it comes to the degree, of course, I will select the external one because at that time it was like the mostly my preference was for the professional, like to be a chartered accountant quickly. In my 27, I qualified as chartered accountant, so I thought, now it's a good time. So I had the ambition. And then later on, some other professional institutions. You don't believe if I say I'm a marketeer, chartered marketeer, chartered accountant plus chartered marketeer. Something's not like not matching. You know the reason why? What we always do, debit, sales, credit like that. How these people actually bringing sales, marketing, like ocean, na? Accounting also like ocean, auditing also same, marketing also like that. Yeah, that's in brief. The confusion. What do you know? Put a piece of them yeah, getting to know each other. So 2007, I have started as a lecturer. 2007, I qualified in the same institution, invited me. You know the subject. Very, very interesting. What is the subject? Auditing. What's the subject? What's the nightmare? The most difficult subject, if you ask from those people who did the chartered during my time, what is the most difficult subject passed through? None other than audit. I took. The Sri Lanka syllabus change, revision, English medium, auditing, study pack also done by me. I had a team, but team headed by me. So they had enormous trust in Sri Lanka. We are doing a lot of work together academically. So one of the greatest achievements doing study pack. Like that. But still I believe I don't know many of things in audit. I don't. You want to take. Very good. Jadi metin lari yang nangitan. Still, despite all these things, small thing. Why? Come. Have we not done this? Friends, Lanka, be quick, young blood. Chartered accountants must take the front seats, not the back seats. People like John also must take front seats. Not the back seats. Am I right? Really? What again? Oh, I see. Okay, I can understand. Very good. So despite whether we may put chatting between mates of case. When I was starting in 2007, they come by in Nepal, especially girls. Majority of class, room participants, students. I was just 27. Very young guy. They called me as Narumya. How do I know? To moon again is a but heart taken Narumya. Why? How do I know? My cousin sister was there in the class. And I can answer. And this is how they called me. And I asked why. What do you think that they used to call me as Narumya? Is one of the ever bad person of this. Now I am a person of like that. Yeah, why would I give up? No, I'm not like that. I'm serious, but during that time. What do you think? Defects. Do you have defects? No defects. Very good. Simply out of the window. Why? You tell me why I am sending defects out of the window. Why not? Me in the classroom. Then who? Mostly in school. School also not very good. What is the biggest reason that I want to be a Narumya in that way and sending these things throw away out the window? But come. You won't come here. Main the net. Yeah. Somebody can tell why. What's the reason? He picks out of the window. Used to.
Lighting up the neighbors.
But that's the reason. Tell me.
I'm asking
He said. Oh. You can't understand. No, not at all. I'm not allowing speaking Sinhala. Tell me, please. In some of the classes that I do take, there are foreigners, so I'm not allowed at all. Is that okay? You cannot understand how the Sinhala is. That's what you say.
Yeah, some.
Okay. Good that you say that. That we call integrity. Okay. Later we will discuss integrity. And I do think that I want to tell this at this moment. Later I will tell. That's not integrity. Why it defects out of the window? Come. Shall we wait for another 10 to 15? Defects out of the window. Criminal offense in Sri Lanka. Using defects. What we do with the defects? Hide the truth. Do you follow what I'm saying? Criminal offense. You have to be an accountant. You use the defects. Apply the defects on your cash book. 10 years jail. Do you believe me or not? You believe me or not? 10 years. Criminal offense. There are some people like, not by name, but I can realize by the face. Yesterday you were not in the class. Tell that yesterday what we have discussed. Yeah, given that, but I'm asking you were not there. What we are doing? Sir, I was not there in the class. I know very well you were not in the class. That's what I'm asking from you the question. Go out, study and come. The day you become an accountant, your managing director will call you and ask. Yesterday there were some important payments. Make sure that within next 30 minutes those will be processed. I'm not aware anything of those. I need a lot of time. Come, this is your resignation. No, I'm just saying. Correct? Discipline, professionalism, very, very important. And some people come, where's the notes? Notes. Photocopies. Photocopies. Sending home. Very reasonable to call as Narumya. That's why they use Narumya means bad ever person on this earth. Fortunately or unfortunately, two of those students like you all now, they were in my class. They became chartered accountants and they used to work under me in this conglomerate. Now they come and say, those days, yes, it's true we used to call you as an Arumya, but realize all what you said, pay the dividend. Correct? But now I'm not like that. But if you want to tell me anything directly, please tell me, not your neighbor. And when I'm conducting the lecture classes, small this in between. Nice, no? Concentration is very, very, very important. Who you are? What's your name? Dasun. From where? Aradenu. You stay here. Oh, right. Any ambition? Become a chartered accountant. Now, your age? Now 22. You want to be a chartered accountant, man? Excellent. Works towards it. I'll help you. If you need any help. Your name? Johnny. From where? Courtney. Oh, from Lanka, sorry. Far away? Not much. Your ambition? I know, but nice. Also become chartered accountant. Also like 26. Somewhere in that range. Sure, very good. That's what the country needs. Missionaries. One of the best weighted, well-shooted, all these subject is of internationals. Today what we are going to take. I do classes for CAs also, but here is a different arrangement. But syllabus is well weighted. Well weighted syllabus you all have. Is there maybe quicker kind of things? From where? First your name, from where? Only begin on Bharat. Then you won't be like, oh. Except one. Now I'm trying okay. Excellent. Brilliant. Okay. You want to start your own? Wow, that's great. You are a soccer football lover. I know you have, but I think own words. Similar, right? But another games. Aspirations and least fantastic. You guys are super. How about you?
I don't know. We are going
You also have this ambition like to be a chartered accountant, huh? You don't want. Yeah? Oh, you want to be a CEO? Come on, see. I'm still also searching for maybe one or two, but that is, but yeah, excellent. So you have to have like, in my food, in your, you want to be a CEO? In one of the Sri Lankan company, excellent. I seriously would like to see fantastic team of people in front of me. What's your name? Huh? You also want to be business man. Your name is eating Javi. From which part of the country? So you want to be a businessman. But working in right. Now we want a lot of finance, internal controls. Yeah, we are discussing this topic also. Galle, maybe. Yeah. Oh, many businessmen. Yeah. You have come? They'll put that. How do you do a clear on the case? Okay. What's about you? Huh? Ratnapuram. Your ambition also? Chartered account. Like in your 26, 27? Oh, super, fantastic. How about you? Oh, very good. She's very different to. She's very different to. So far, how many? About 10. She wants to be first live very balanced, healthy life. We call smart people like, no, I'm not saying you guys are not smart, but she wants to tell me that first and then say, oh, it's true, huh? How many, all these, articles, all these news articles, things like that, you are not balancing your life with the work-life balance. People are calling like that, and there are separate topics people are talking, all these things. You have to be, concentrate your health as well. Huh? Seriously. Super. Let's voice side then on. Okay. Martha oh, I see. Beautiful area. Okay. Brilliant. You're not close to Riverside, no? Oh, I see. So you are in like a city. So, within next 3 years. Okay. Have you just? Also wants to be a chartered accountant. Different accountant, please. Oh. You want to be a CEO? Yeah, I must tell Shashirika. Some people don't find okay, different, but you are very kind of focused on what you want to be started. Looking for more similar kind of body. You are currently doing that. Be quickly, yes. We will be in advance of stress. Phase time, I have a lot of difference. Okay, good guys. Oh, I don't want to ask any other. In audit firm, I work for plantation division for about more than a year. So we always we go there January, come back home March, April. All the Baragoda plantation, Oxford plantation, all these divisions. Saturn was the area that time should be loved. Saturn was the and there was EMCC, Darabal Maskiri Cricket Club. So we go there. So you have to
I'm shocked.
Also, these people say CEO, but before that we thought of we take the baton with all his finance, it's really good. And then it's definitely next, it's your Sonic CEO. Most of the companies, not in Sri Lanka, but Europe and all, CFO is powerful than CEO. Okay, we basically have finished except the newcomers. Your name? From which part of the country? Which part of the country? Where do you live? Brunei. Oh. You want to be also chartered accountant? Okay, very good. Lot of chartered accountants. Wait, somebody can help me with online. How can I do it? Can we please maintain silence for a moment at least? Hello guys, please. Participants, the audience or online, can somebody confirm that you all can hear me, please?
Good morning, sir. Yes, we can hear you.
Good morning. Actually, we did a very interesting round robin session that I do have a very interesting team of people in front of me, round robin. There we discuss who you are, from where are you, and then basically within 15 to 20 seconds, 30 seconds, your ambition. Shall we do, because we don't have much, 10 about? We can start with Vidushan, followed by someone else. Can we start, please?
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you
Yes.
very well.
Yes, I am Vidushan, sir. My
Yes.
ambition is be a chartered accountant and currently
Okay.
doing my own business. That's my until ambition. My
Okay, brilliant. Which part of the country you are?
Sri Lanka, Trincomalee,
Which?
Trincomalee.
Trincomalee. You know, last week I've been to Trincomalee because there were some business matters that I had to attend. Which part of the
Nice.
Trincomalee? Is China Bay across?
Abepura, do you know, sir?
Vipura, I know the. Yeah. Okay, great.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Okay. Someone
Thank
else, please. Yeah. Hello guys, online, please. Continue the activity.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
I'm Danushka. I'm working in Seychelles. I'm working in
Okay.
hotel industry.
Okay.
So become a chartered accountant is the ambition. So I'm following this program in order to make the bridge of that requirement, sir. That's all. Thank you.
In Sri Lanka, which part of you are from?
I live in Kandy, sir.
Kandy. Seychelles,
Yes.
how long you been?
It's been 10 years now, sir. I'm working in
Oh, I
hotel
see.
industry.
Okay, great. Super. Someone else, please.
Good morning, sir. My name is Dilesh Panay.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir. Yes, now I'm working in Dubai.
Okay.
My ambition also become a chartered accountant, sir.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yes.
Super. Yeah.
Now I work in Dubai.
Yeah, okay, super. Great. Other please.
Sir, I'm Roshani.
Yes.
I'm Roshani. I'm working at RC Group of Hospital.
Okay.
Live in Mattegoda, sir.
You are currently working in RCD group?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. All right. Others, please. But there's a relationship, me to there, so later we can. Others. Okay, so I need some. You guys, anybody knows how to screen? Another? Anybody knows? Okay. Let's do that first. Yeah. I do have the. Let's Use this one and try. Voice. I think guys. Later, no? After 11:30 is fine, no? All these things. Make everybody help and give me help for this. One moment, please. This kind, please. Guys online, can you see this screen?
Yes, sir. We can
Yes,
see.
sir.
Thanks.
Okay, thanks for the confirmation. Quickly, this one, no need, but you guys also have, but let's see. No. So this is what the outline topics that we have inside this mammoth topic called audit and assurance. As usual, we want to start with the not internal control, but so-called code of ethics, corporate governance, so on and so forth. We have 10%, but don't see one of the great mistake many of us we do that you look at things and suddenly you realize. This is because of 10%. It's not important that much, but these all are very important. That's not correct. I can prove in this way. Who are the owners of a listed company? Who are the owners of a listed company? Tell me the answer, please. Owners. Now you all said you want to be this and that and all. Probably you would like to be one of the listed company. Huh? Who are the owners? Loudly. Loudly. Huh? Shareholders. Anybody different answers online also? Are you clear with the question? Who are the
Shareholders.
owners? Shareholders, different thoughts. Any participant on this audience? Other than shareholders, anybody's answer? Anybody? The answer shareholder is wrong. More than enough to prove 10% is not 10%. Answer is wrong. Your answer is wrong. Somebody wants to try now? No, I'm asking who are the owners? Online? You all thought like, IO, is this a question to ask? What a basic question. And your answer is wrong. No, not management, please. Online. Sorry that I do call you guys as online.
Investors.
Bigger one. Good attempt, but bigger one. Not the correct answer. Not the correct answer. Oh no, that's actually not kind of a living animal. Corporate governance means a structure that you control and you salute. Your answer is wrong. Answer is ordinary shareholders. Somebody might think, you both are same. You better, if this question is there for your question paper in CA, you will end up with the 0 marks. But if you say ordinary shareholders, allocated marks you will get. Some of us believe basic things are not irrelevant, but not that much important. Now you realize how important. But if I ask from you consolidation related matter, group consolidation, you will exactly tell what is the answer. But is this a question to ask who are the owners of a listed company? You thought it's very, very simple, basic, but you are wrong with the fundamentals. 10% is not 10%. 10% is 110%. And transfer to all this. If you take in that way, 10% will get. But if you take in 10%, you will get about 0.1%. Having this doesn't mean governance related things I should not study. Nothing like that. Pillars, foundation, governance. Bigger one, audit planning, risk assessment. Later you do audit evidence, mammoth area. Talk of the town, digitalization. Let's see how we can get involved for audit. Obviously, audit reporting for me, not 20%. I ask you 100%. And not only audit, there are a few assurance related other services. We will discuss, don't worry. And why the quality is at last is my question. Should be at first, but we have quality as well. And then this is what all in descriptive manner, which I am not going to go through. Yeah, that's part of your duty. What would have been gone through? You all have this one, huh? Okay. Please go through. Have a nice cup of tea today in the afternoon. And go through. Okay. Okay. Assessment, important, yes. There are two assignments, basically, I would say. The individual one is critical. Group, of course, let's see how it works. Don't worry, I will be helping you. Presentation, we have CEO, CFOs, entrepreneurs. Excellent. This one we'll discuss later. And finally, the paper. Always you have this closed book restricted examination. 50%. Too early for me to comment about examination, things like that. Sir, not worry. But I will be setting the paper. Okay. But too early. Okay, that's the difference. Okay, that's about that. I'll put the other one, guys. Don't worry. Timetable no need. Now it's like a peaceful poet, see? You guys are maintaining silence, please. Super. But you can have the all. Alright, okay. Guys, they are. Sorry. Guys, online, can you all see the screen? It's a PowerPoint presentation.
Yes, sir, we can see. Thanks.
Okay, brilliant. Okay. So now let's start officially. Your topic, audit and assurance. Our name goes by this, but you're all supposed to call me as Bimal. We already discussed there are newcomers. Later we will have small chat with you guys. Okay, right. Yeah, it's an introduction to the course. Obviously, it's a very first day that we obviously want to see how about the discussion is going to be structured from today onwards. What is this audit and assurance basically? Is that the same topic that you and I know, or is there any differences? That's what we are going to do in this topic session number 1. Introduction to the module or introduction to the course. Okay, right. Always. Somebody custody. Okay, all right, fine. TikTok and Facebook later. You. TikTok, Facebook, YouTube later. Or you want me to help how to do this? That's what you search. I never use credit cards. I never been in social media. Please, but you all can do. Because you know why? I'm into finance. I'm into all these things. Discipline is very, very important. But you all can, so problem. Okay. Without putting this, I will ask from you. Can somebody within like half a minute? You? But sorry, we have this topic break into two parts. We have audit, we have assurance. Let's resolve the matter first with the audit and later on the assurance, and then we will class together. Any idea about audit? On what? Financial state, any material mistake. Very good. Very good. You? Okay. Somewhat similar what he said, but say assurance, no, on financial statement, whether it's accurate or not. Something like that. Okay. Somebody from the other side, volunteer. Let me answer the question. Somebody? You? Yes.
Why do you expense insurance? Financial statement.
On financial statement to the intended users. Brilliant. Yeah, what you all said is correct, and to my wonder, we had a era. You know what is audit? We had a era. It's not a something to talk about in public. Now I do discuss with you. I'm in the public. Yes. It's not a topic to discuss. Public. You have to close the windows, close the doors. Okay. And maximum 1 or 2. That's fine. Audit. Sometimes time. But today audit is almost what you have said. We had this transformation. What you have said is correct. Online guys. Clear now? Are you there?
Yes, sir.
No, okay. One of the biggest thing in audit, when you say it should be always independent. This assurance should be independent. Later we will discuss what it does mean. So it's kind of a more independent, the most accurate term is opinion. Is it external to the organization or internal? Audit. Auditor. The term audit, is it external or internal? Both. Always listen very carefully, but it asked even in the paper, sir. What is this question? Why this simple question is asking? The term audit not necessarily wants to be external. Why? Because we have internal audit. I was there for 3 years in QPC, heading the internal audit. That's why I have that in my London also. We discuss later on practical. So not necessarily, as this boy correctly said, need to be external, but if you do not specifically mention, if you do not specify, my dear participants, audit does always refer to external audit. This is we call customs. That is difficult to read. Oh, they can see, no? They can't see that code. They can't see. Oh, okay. This one. Sorry. Thank you. So if when we say online guys, really sorry, I thought that it's visible. Now, if you take this term audit, we have to select. No? Where is the colors? Make a title tag I can. No. Let's take different color. If you take audit, the term audit, if you do not specify, it does refer for external. That's why I have used here the term external. But see, what I want to tell you guys, if somebody asks from you audit, assume that audit is on external audit, but if specified, no, I'm asking about internal audit, keep the room open. But the term audit applies to both. That's why it's here. You all are very correct financial statements. Now your independent review on the financial statement prepared by you guys know, entity organization. What do? After you review, you express an opinion. This is where the outcome, opinion. And there are people who are waiting. I'm asking about this one. What do you mean by a decision, please? You thought today in the morning, Saturday, despite the rain, you want to attend the class. Is that a decision? Yes. What is the difference between a decision like that and the economic decision? You thought of bringing an umbrella. It's a decision. But what is the difference day-to-day life we take? You know, you basically decide to not to have sort of a heavy lunch today, but to have a lighter because in evening also you have classes. It's a decision. Day-to-day we take like that. We are human beings. What's the difference between economic decision? How do you take this bigger pool of decision, the economic decision out? These all the questions open for online people as well, please. Economic, very easy. I thought you all know. Decision. Loudly, please. Your decision involves economic resources. Not a bad attempt, good, but your lunch also economic resource. Umbrella also an economic resource, putting in that way, but it's very good at it. But not exactly correct. I'm okay not saying that it's correct. I will say it's correct. It's not correct. It's not correct. Economic decision, very easy. Your decision involves monetary interest. If your decision involves monetary interest, you take economic decision. You take annual report and go through the audit opinion. What's the reason? You want to just study Because during the classroom session, lecturer was requested to go through some of the annual reports, audit reports. That's your purpose. At this point, have this intention in the mental schema to buy some shares of that company. You see the difference of the issue? That's the beauty of economic vision. We only request as auditors, our users will take economic. Serious or not? Serious or not? Serious. Why? Monetary interest. In Sri Lankan context, India, Sri Lankan. Are we clear, guys? Online as well. Hello. They are here only. At this moment, October 11th is one of the very important day for me personally. Something later I will explain why this October 11th is important for me. Not my birthday, seriously. 2025. As of now, today, at this moment, world largest company. What is the world largest company? Ayyo, you don't know guys. Discussing the topic audit and assurance is all about. Live on this earth practically. People who cannot do so, they say audit and assurance is very, very difficult subject. For them, financial accounting is very easy. Why? When you enter into a credit transaction, sales with the Siripal debit, sales credit. But they don't understand in audit, why did you sell to Siripal? Why you did not enter into transaction with some other individual? I'm talking about it. Okay. Why you entered into with Siripal the transaction at this amount? Have you assessed the credit worthiness of Siripal? You have a list of questions. That is audit. But in financial accounting, Siripal debit, sales, credit. If you live in this side part, audit and assurance is one of the very, very interesting subjects. I can tell you, with all these experience, almost 20 years, starting in 2007. One of the very, very interesting topics, audit and assurance. The largest company on this earth start with W. My name also start with W. You have YouTube videos if you want to watch later in the afternoon. CEO of this company was interviewed and asked, why you don't want to start a business in Sri Lanka? You are already there in India. Nice guy. He was saying, I love Sri Lanka. I've never been, but I know what is Sri Lanka. Fantastic, beautiful country. All these good people. Answering the question, he said, population is not enough. For him to come and start the business here. That is the size of this business. Not that because any other barriers. Company name. Every second you count, they are still gold crop. You count every second. 1, 2, 3. They are selling gold crop at every second. Gold mark. Fantastic. That's the company. Later in the afternoon, evening today, see some of these articles related to Walmart. Never believe size of the price, revenue, profit. Why I want Walmart here? I'm still here. I'm still here. About 5 decades back, Walmart is United States of America. Sam Walton was the founder. Very unique. Interesting story from Walmart. 5 decades back, again the world largest company produced by United States of America. What's the name of the company? And there's a very, very nice movie, same name of the company. Was very popular, and I watched myself the movie. Sorry. No, I'm not kidding. This, not this, not this. Start with E, letter E. Company name is Enron. Company name is Enron. And then at that time, United States of America president, you know how powerful people like Trump and all these basically. President used to call this company not by name, Enron. The sweetheart of America. In all his speeches, discussions, he used to say, my sweetheart of America is none other than Enron. Company collapsed overnight. Company collapsed overnight. Court order is today to shut down all the Enron operation tomorrow onwards, overnight. Why? Not only that, the world largest audit firm at that time 300 chartered accountants as partners, Arthur and Anderson, had also suspend no individual chartered accountants also carry out any audit related work. Sir. That serious the court order. What's the reason? One of the shareholders who found P&L was manipulated. Where its manipulation found earning per share. One single shareholder found earning per share was manipulated. By the case, he won the case. Not that he won the case, the seriousness. Sweetheart of America. When I say sweetheart of America, not I'm saying president of the country. Think about very easy. President would have said, no. See, this is USA, not Enron. Court was very straight and said, stop this. That's about the feeling. Enron, going. That is because this shareholder had basically engaged in economic decisions. He had shares. If this shareholder had interest in a different way, his sister is working in this company, probably ignore. But he was very serious because he is having shares. That's why we call shareholder. Now you understand seriousness of economic decision. That's what I asked from you. Is it serious? And you all said yes. Now you understand the seriousness, please. Real life examples. Arthur and Anderson. 300 chartered accountants 5 decades back as partners only. Arthur and Anderson, the largest audit firm ever. Manipulated PM. Be serious as auditor. Forget about that. Court will come and say, as a chartered accountant, as a public practitioner, you didn't perform the job. So please stop from tomorrow. What do you think? Jump into Galle River. Crocodiles will have festival. Christmas in advance for them. For me, I feel like can be always praying. That's what I always appreciate. Some people like this whole say, don't use signal, I cannot understand. Now today, just we are going to control level 30. I'm going to do very important activity that I'm going to assess whether you are ready to get at the top. Please. It's fair. If you don't know something, say that I don't know. Because I'm human being. Very simple. If you pretend to act as you know, but you don't perform that, I don't know what word we use, maybe near this old area, some people are there. That's what we call it, but pass it. Not your. Now you understand the gravity, the size, heaviness, seriousness of economic issues. Don't take any piece of your work lightly, casually. If you can't do, tell shareholders who have been appointed you as auditor, my dear shareholders, I cannot do this audit. I don't have a skill. I basically fail. Why don't you appoint another auditor? That we call withdrawal from audit by auditors. Later in our chapter we will discuss, but I just want to give you sort of heads up. It's like, it's a simple statement, no paragraph. Now you understand criticalness of these words, terms, organizations. Enron, the world largest. Overnight, you read the court order, it's there available website. Seriously overnight. Today, issued, asking tomorrow to shut down. Any questions from you guys? I will discuss in a minute why we have audit today. Who is the father of accounting? Father of accounting. Look up as your side. Here, somewhere here. Look up as your. What again? Look up as your. What are the same answers? Look up as your. Somewhere here. ODC. Look up as your. Fine, but if you all come for the interview, if I am representing the panel of interview, I might reject you with this question. I might, chances very high, I will reject you, sorry. Despite you have all the prizes for accounting, auditing. I do salute for your prizes and all. But I might reject. Somebody who come, and tell me it's Luca Bartolomeo di Passioli, I will say it. You know the reason why? It's your guru. It's your father. You are the chartered accountant. You are like a labor. If I ask somebody who crosses the road, father of accounting, look up. I'm not inside these people, everybody crosses the road. But when I'm asking from you, you have to be specific. Who is father of auditing? There is no such father of auditing as what you call recognized. But there's this one guy who actually wrote many books on the topic, and because of that, it's like deemed to be accepted father of auditing, but don't use that term, it's wrong. It's so-called Billy Chan from United Kingdom, but not this era, sometimes back. He was good on the subject. Many books he actually wrote. I will read. You guys also can see. Google search to Google. He was very good in, but not as far. Anybody knows the first book of accounting? Luca Bartimelli Pacioli along with this Leonardo da Vinci. Do you know that? Book written by both of them. Not only Luca Pacioli. Luca Bartolomeo Pacioli and Leonardo da Vinci. You know Leonardo da Vinci? Okay. What's the name of the book? They were Italians. The book name goes with Italian, not in English. He was a priest by that time. Luca Bartolomeo Pacioli. Book never talks about debit and credit, but gives all the details or the inputs. If something happened in this way, that's debit. If something happened in this way, that's credit. That's how the book written. The name of the book: Summa de Arithmetica Geometria Proportionalia et Proportionalia. The name of the book ever was written in the history on financial problem. I believe, not guess, you all must. I believe all must. Okay. Then we will discuss history again, transformation. There's a very interesting story about how audit begins. I will share today. No worry, I will share today the story. Okay, right. Any questions from anyone? You have few terms. Financial statement, you all very good in that. Certain entity, I believe you all know. Certain period. Okay, I'll stop at that point for a moment. When you say, okay, so what happened there? Sorry. The screen, I use this one. Wait a minute. What do you mean by certain period? In Sri Lanka, how many accounting periods you have? In Sri Lanka, how many accounting periods? Very difficult to work with this digital boards. How many accounting periods? How many? Balance sheets? Tell me one balance sheet there. 31st March. Begins 1st of April in the previous year. So it's basically combined 2 years. Another balance sheet date. December. Start 1st of January the same year. Other balance sheet date. Anyone from the audience? Other balance sheet date is Sri Lanka. I'm not asking in Europe. Sorry. Yeah, one is 31st March. We start 1st of April in the previous year. Another one is 31st December. We start the same year, 1st of January. At least another one in Sri Lanka, we are preparing balance sheet. No. I'm not asking. I'm basically referring, and only if you take covering the 12 months. Balance sheet dates 31st March, 31st December. Haven't seen. Fine. It doesn't mean these are only the two. The other one is there are many companies in Sri Lanka, they do prepare balance sheet for 30th June. Start the year, 1st of July in the previous year. More insights later we can discuss. Yeah, I have to discuss with you some of the accounting standards, complex areas, and I'm discussing some of matters. But that time, if the link there, I will discuss what is this 30th June story. So always it counts 12 months. It should be 12 months. Listen this careful. It should be 12 months except year of business started. Year of operation started, that we call inception. It should be always 12 months. Who says it should be 12 months? Your P&L balance sheet. We were waiting for you, but didn't come on time. Come, have a seat. Why you all are preparing P&L for 12 months, balance sheet for 12 months? Do you realize something? Online people, you are there, right?
Yes, we are listening, sir.
Huh? What is that? You are there, right?
Yes.
Okay. What I see from the audience, including online, I try to rethink as young, energetic bunch of accountants. I try to rethink. We assess, evaluate today in the afternoon with nice cup of tea. When I ask why you prepare P&L for 12 months, you should have the answer. No. Who asked you to prepare P&L for 12 months? Who asked? Because of what reason you prepare? You can't prepare for 10 months. Sorry. Srilanka. Colombo Stock Exchange. At least I am happy that you are now into the track. This is something the rules and regulations. Companies Act number 7 of 2007. As I can remember, section 150. 12 months. Part of your knowledge should be. Knowledge is conscious unknown to conscious known. You all, when I was asking the question, I don't know whether conscious or unconscious, but you don't know. If you were conscious that you don't know, now you know the answer. Now you fill the gap. Knowledge means conscious unknown to conscious known. But not unconscious unknown. If somebody is not sure, I don't know. Not in the gap. You must be pretty sure that you don't know. Conscious unknown. You can easily fill the gap. That's the knowledge. Since you don't have any questions, let me continue. It takes a lot of time, but I am happy if you guys ask some questions, clarify some of the things. Because I am here. Why I am here? Why I am here? My presence was the reason. A lecturer, kind of a teacher. Not necessarily. What I do, it- this I do. What is this? How do you pronounce? How do you pronounce? Internalization. I am trying my knowledge to position, transfer to you. If you want, you take it. Otherwise, you leave it. Very simple decision. So I am happy if you guys are asking questions, clarifying further things, then I know my whole purpose is going to be achieved. When the CA they were called 1 month before. So can we have a time slot of you Saturday in the morning because we have that young people. I said, okay. And I never asked ever, how much do you pay? How much do you pay for me if I come and deliver the lecture? I will not do that. For the rest of how many years I don't know, I can tell my lectures, but I will not. Because I am not teaching for money. I'm here to help you guys. If you know this some people, you just ask. He told like that he never asked about the rate per hour and how much fee you will pay. They will say, yeah, he never asked. And even they didn't tell me. Maybe free of charge, what to do? But still I'm happy. Because of that, always ask questions. Moving along. A little bit of assurance. Now it's somebody who is putting that test before. What's your name? Rashmi. Do you know the meaning of assurance? Any idea? You know, putting very simple term like, this is what all about should be the assurance. A kind of so reasonable. Yeah, it's very good. Reasonable. No need. I mean, put it very layman or kind of. Okay, I'll help you this way. What did you know? We already discussed. We were waiting for you, but let's leave it. You know audit. We already discussed, but later also we can recap. And you now know the assurance. These two are two different. That's why we go, our topic goes as audit and assurance. Which one is the bigger one? Excellent. Audit is part of the assurance. What on? Audit is part of the assurance, not the other way. Many people think, oh, I don't know one reason, several reasons. It is like this. Many people think assurance is part of the audit, but that's wrong. Assurance is the bigger component. Audit is part of the assurance. This is the right thing, correct? Correct. Assurance is basically sort of, again, I would say, an opinion provided by professionals, not necessarily wants to be chartered accountants. That's where you want to be specific. No need to be a chartered accountant to carry on assurance services. No. That's why assurance is the bigger picture. Yeah, only come and represent part of that. They are chartered accountants. Can in Sri Lanka, other than chartered accountants, perform audit? In Sri Lanka, other than chartered accountants, can perform the audit, a job called financial statement external audit? Can or can't? Can or can't? Can. Can. But there's a specific requirement in the Companies Act. If they want to be a listed company, precisely, it should be a chartered accountant. It does mean what? Other than chartered accountants also can act as auditors. But as I know, I cannot put as percentage, but more than 98% of auditing is performed by Sri Lanka chartered accountant. That's a good news rather. Okay, so assurance is all about any professional. Any professional. Lawyers, marketeers, engineers, surveyors, bankers, endless list of professionals. Assurance. They provide the opinion. We all. And we are unique. Audit. Very powerful. Very, very powerful. In a nutshell, the classic difference between the audit and assurance, audit is unique. Audit is on the particular topic. Topic is there. Financial statements. Subject matter is financial statement. I already told you, if specifically not mentioned, audit means independent external audit. I already mentioned. We discussed. So audit means an activity performed by professionals, specifically chartered accountants, who are eligible to perform. I am not eligible. Almost now 20 years, became chartered accountant, I can't do audits in Sri Lanka. Why? Why I can't do? That because I've done that in lectures and all. You have to obtain certification from where? CS Sri Lanka. They have to issue you a certificate. You are eligible to perform public practice. Public practice means audit. So that is audit. Assurance could be anything. But professionals, their own opinion, engineers, lawyers, bankers, so on and so forth. At this moment, I hope You are clear with the audit and assurance. Am I right? Am I right? If you don't understand, tell me please. How can I, assist without you saying? Can understand? Okay. Can I move forward? Online. Are you there online? Don't sleep. Okay. Right. You all know external audit. You all know internal audit for the moment. I haven't discussed yet. What else audit you all know in Sri Lanka? Let's not talk about rest of the part of the world like Europe, New Zealand, Australia. Accounting plays a mammoth role, those countries. Let's not talk about at this moment accounting and auditing in Australia, New Zealand, Europe. In Sri Lanka, what else types of audits you all know? Huh? IT audit, very good. Now it's almost like not a buzzword, but hot topic. Why? People are talking about IT things, digitalizations, so on and so forth. You are very correct. Very good. What else audits you all know? How many we have? Operational audit. Is correct. I know what he said. What else audits we have in Sri Lanka? How many? Forensic audit. I heard that. Very correct. What else? What else? Don't whisper. Tell me what are those? Here, only few. And some of what you said is also not there. Right out of like, directly applicable. Let's do touch and go. Touch and go only, not in detail. External on the center, and we know now. At least little bit. Internal within the organization, and they are in the payroll. They are the employees, not external. Should be independent. There are auditors. They are in the payroll. They are employees. Should they be also be independent from the management? Answer is yes, but there are limitations. But external auditing, 100% more than 100% should be independent. They don't have any power. What you said as operational audit, management audit. Management audit, touch and go only. Management audit means three is. Three concepts start with letter E, English letter E. What are those three? economy, efficiency, effectiveness. Economy means saving the cost. Efficiency means saving the time. Effectiveness means save the cost, save the time, achieve the objective. If you are looking for those things, whether this board of directors, CEO is seriously saving the cost for the company, that audit we call management audit, operational audit. Then, interestingly, what is this? Statutory audit. Statute means what? Statute means law. By law. Then statutory audit means by law, it says it is mandatory. Do we have in Sri Lanka such audits? In Sri Lanka, do we have statutory audits? There is a law, and in that law, it says audit is mandatory. Do we have? What's the law? What is the law? Mostly for accounting and auditing, the law is Companies Act. Companies Act, number 7 of 2007. Section 160 or 63. I cannot exactly remember, sorry. All the companies in Sri Lanka, not listed companies, all the companies governed under the Companies Act, minimum annually, financial audit is mandatory. Today afternoon, search the Google Sri Lankan Companies Act. If you don't have it at this moment, why wonder? Have a copy. If you want to buy 200 rupees, I guess. Early 60 rupees. To my wonder, you don't have. Go through the sections, 160 or 160. So we call statutory audit. We'll come to this later. This one in the center. First audit. First audit, you know the meaning of first. Why we have first audit? Because we have this one. There are separate auditing standards if you undertake first audit. There are separate auditing standards. I will give you the list not today, next week. You can see how many auditing standards related to first audit. Then you like first audit, something is not important. What do you mean by first audit? You are auditor. Here is your client. First audit means what? First means first time. No? Okay, I will help you. It could be either first time of client's audit. This is for the first time this client organization is going to undertake an audit. Or it could be for the first time this audit is going to undertake an audit. Which one is correct? Now I help you on this level. Is it because the client organization very first audit you call first audit? Or It's your first audit in your career. Or putting it another way, relationship between these two is going to happen for the first time. Okay. Is it because from their end first time, from your end first time? It's your first audit. Okay. In that right. So we call that as first audit. Then what's the final audit? Is it your final audit? Can't be. So how can you say this is my final audit of that client? He has to come, it will come again for you. Nobody can say final audit is because your final audit, like same meaning first audit. Meaningless. What's the meaning of final audit? Final audit means if the subject matter of your audit, subject matter is none other than financial statement. If the subject matter completes the 12 months, if your subject matter completes the 12 months, you are conducting final audit. I'll explain, don't worry. Your subject matter is not completing 12 months. It can't be final audit. Then you call that as interim audit. Your subject matter means financial statement prepares for less than 12 months. You must always call, I am conducting interim audit. For example, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 10 months, 11 months. Up to 11 months, you can't say, I am conducting final audit. Should be interim audit. Recurrent, sometimes also called continuous. Any questions? Any questions? No. Usually, when I am setting the paper, CS Sri Lanka business school, most of the instances they are including MBA, USQ. USQ, MBA, I'm not a paper setter, but I'm a moderator. I do set papers, they are postgraduate and all these things. So as I understood, here also I'm supposed to set the paper for you. What if I ask this in your paper? Very first day, spending 30 minutes for the first time, not even completed 1 hour, let's say, does not mean it will not be tested in your paper. So if you have any questions, please ask me. Maintaining silence does not serve any purpose. In the classroom. Okay, one more. A recurrent or the continuous audit means the auditor, listen this carefully. The auditor conducts the audit, especially final audits of the same client, same auditor, same client, final audits more than one time. More than one time, we call continuous or recurrent audit. Thank you. Sorry. Then, seriously, then. Thank you. It's the same auditor. John on why this regular kata කරන්නේ. But 2 minutes there. මම අනිත් කතා කරා 2 minutes there. Same auditor, same client organization. You are conducting final audit again. That means all the financial statements completed 12 months. Final audit. For more than one time. 2023 you have conducted the audit and they have invited you again because you are super. And you are conducting 2024 audit as well. You can call, I am conducting recurrent audit. Any questions so far? I haven't discussed environmental audit. This guy wants to speak to you, I think, as well. Any questions from this? Would you like to have MCQ or essay type question in your paper? We'll allow them to talk. They want to talk to you guys for some reason, I don't know, but later.
Good morning. අපිට ඔයාලගේ වෙලාවේ පොඩි විනාඩි 5ක් ෆෝන. ඔයාලා සමහරක් විට දන්නාත් නැති අපේ PA peak day batch එක. ආයාලා CS subject එකක් කරනවා. ඒක ගැන පොඩි දැනුවත් කිරීමක් කරන්න ඒගොල්ලෝ මේ batch එකෙන් ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නවා.
Good morning කට්ටියටම. අපි සීන ව්‍යාපත් කියලා CSR ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එකක් කරනවා. ඔයගොල්ලෝ දැන්නම සමහරක් විට දැක්කත් දන්නේ නැහැ සෝෂල් මීඩියාස් වල එහෙම. ඉතින් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට අපි කරන්නේ තෙල්දෙනිය මහදුරලියත් ප්‍රාථමික විද්‍යාලයට කියන්නේ ඒගොල්ලන්ට අත්‍යවශ්‍ය බඩු පොත් යුනිෆෝම් ඒ වගේ දේවල් දෙන එක ගිහිල්ලා ඩොනේට් කරනවා. ඉතින් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට පුළුවන් අපිත් එක්ක එකතු වෙලා ඒගොල්ලන්ට උදව්වක් වෙන්න, උදව්වක් කරන්න කැමති කට්ටිය ඉන්නවා නම් අපිට සපෝට් එකක් දෙන්න. අපි ඔයගොල්ලන්ට කෝඩිනේටර්ට දෙනවා ෆෝම් එකක් ඒක යාහරහා අපිට සපෝට් එකක් දෙන්න පුළුවන් ඔක්තෝබර් මාසේ 31 වෙනිදා වෙනකම්. අපි නවම්බර් 6 වෙනිදා තමයි ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එක කරන්නේ. ඔයගොල්ලෝ කැමති කට්ටිය ඉන්නවා නම් කෝඩිනේටර් හරහා අපිට සපෝට් එකක් දෙන්න මොනවාරි ඩීටේල්ස් මොනවාරි දැනගන්න ඕන නම් අපේ කන්ටැක්ට් තියෙනවා ඒකේ. ඒකට කතා කරලා දැනගන්න පුළුවන්. හැමෝටම
මේක අපි තමයි ෆස්ට් ටයිම් කරන්නේ. අපෙන් පස්සේ ඊළඟ බැච් වලට යනවා. අපි තමයි ස්ටාර්ට් එක කරන්නේ. එහෙනම් පුළුවන් විදියට සප්ලයියක් දෙන්න කියලා.
අපාපුත්‍රනාදී ඔයගොල්ලෝ සපෝට් එකක් දෙයි.
ඔව් ඒක අදට කරන්න.
ඔයගොල්ලෝ කෝඩිනේටර්
Thank you, sir. How you? All the very best. Now, ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ එක very interesting එක. මම පොඩක් කතා කරලා දෙන්න. මම මේ ඔක කිව්වේ තෙල්දෙනියනේ. තෙල්දෙනිය කියන්නේ කරලියක්ද කියලා කියනවා. ඩෑම් එක කඩාගෙන ගිහිල්ලා ගමේ ටවුන් එක යනෝනේ. මම මේ පොඩි කාලයක් මේ ඉන්දියා පදිච්ච වෙලා බැදපාටුව. බැදපාටුව වල යන්නේ ඔක පහු කරන්නේ. සායියා විතර ස්මයිල් කතා. හරි හොඳ බෙස් නෑ. Okay, so you all said MCQ that I can consider. How many questions? Entire paper MCQ. Entire question paper MCQ. Okay. That is also fine. 50. Let's say 100 marks. Later the other way takes you weighted for 50% of matrix. 100 marks, 50 marks MCQ, 50 marks essay type. Come on. Because that you think MCQ is, you think MCQ is easy? Nightmare. MCQ is a nightmare. Out of 4 answers, 1 easily could eliminate. Unless you have mental development. Very easily you can eliminate. Including CIMA, CS Srilanka, some online. That's a structure. There is a schema. Based on that only MCQ question has to be structured. Sorry. 1 can be eliminated without effort. Least effort. Out of 3, 1 another with some effort, yeah, have to have a knowledge and eliminate. Unless you are very smart, rest of the 2 become like a mark. But to be repeated. You select the right mark, you will get 2 or 3 or 4 marks. And if you select the other one, how many marks? 0. But if you are attempting essay type question, we as a examiners critique. If this answer is there, give 5 marks. If the answer like this, give 4. Even at this example given, at least give 1 mark. If you want MCQ, I can do it. Okay. When it comes to environmental audit, it's become outside now today. Gloomy wet weather. Fantastic. I love rain person. So like today, now we have outside. Environment is all about environmental audit, is all about what we want to do with the Mother Nature. Who do you think the industry business sector in Sri Lanka mostly pollute Mother Nature? We don't do institution like this. We don't pollute the environment. Bankers, I don't think so. Air condition in typical thumb way or okay. No, I'm asking in a big way. Industry sector. Industry sectors, large scale. Which industry sectors in Sri Lanka mostly pollute the Mother Nature? Very simple question I'm asking. Please live on this earth first. Huh? What production is all? What you are referring? Is it apparel or is it some other? Chemical products. Correct. Apparel and what areas? Mostly pollute Mother Nature. Not chartered accountants. No, I mean, who is conducting this audit? Whether you pollute the environment or not? Mostly says Central Environment, that we call environmental audit. That's why it's little bit separated. Why I want to discuss that, among other things, audit is not only what we are discussing around us. IT audit, there can be many other, forensic audit. Some of you guys say this is hot topic in Sri Lanka. Are we good so far? Or do you have any questions? So one thing that I want to tell you guys, I am not take all these examinations sitting here, standing rather now. Serious. So you take. If you want the paper, I can give it. Or I can put it. That's not the cup of tea. I already served the cup of tea. Cup of tea is this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. More than, I'm not going to say this, but I just want to say this one. More than 16 convocations in my life so far. I have no single photograph at my home. I have not attended one at least out of 16. Somebody wants to come, open the door. Ah, you are a reviewer. Oh, you are an accountant. Not by photo, not by certificate, but by here. Be a chartered accountant. Don't hold as CA. Hope you understand. So, still small kids to understand some of the things I'm saying, but take seriously that. Examination paper, you know what? I can seriously give you for that. But I'm going later someday at the conference, see, you meet me. And I see this Everybody does. Okay. Okay. Shall we resume? Okay. Ha. Yeah. During the tour, actually, we had a small chat. One question was what is statutory audit in particular. Statutory audit means if the audit make as mandatory by a law. So the law is the Companies Act number 7 of 2007. And it says all the companies in Sri Lanka should be conducted audit on financial statement at least and that's all what it says. So we call companies audit financial statement audit because of that statutory audit. And the other question was what is environment audit? Example is like hotel here in coastal area. Pollute the environment including the sea with the wastewater. I cannot be specific on what it is. Then not chartered accountants, but pool of team of Central Environmental Authority may be visiting and see whether it is happening. So are they in line with the available laws in Sri Lanka for protect the environment? That we call environment audit. And we had a chat and she pointed out a very good, the thing is that you all had audit previously also. What is the difference now and what you had previously? Earlier you had a process mostly, I believe, as what you said. Now here, purely the audit, we want to discuss the entire arena of financial statements audit. When I say arena, from its inception to the end product that is audited for. Plus auditing standards and some of the practical aspects. How you basically audit inventory of plantation. Example only. You know the tea plantation in Sri Lanka. Tea bushes. And the small plants before you cultivate. Pluck the buds. Put to the bucket. Small plant. In the balance sheet. Do you know that? Plantation company. Small rubber trees for rubber. Small tea plants. Present as inventory. Biological assets. They are biological assets. Banana. Consumable biological assets. Cut the tree, eat the banana. Correct. Tea wood. Consumable biological assets. Mango. They are biological assets. So complex areas, how we are going to do the audit. if you want to audit a mango tree, which represents that plantation company balance sheet, how you are going to do that? Very interesting. If you catch a fish in a lake, it's a biological asset. Lake. If you catch a fish at the sea, it's not a biological asset. Same. You see the beauty of accounting standards. You want to be a smart auditor, be a master of financial accounting. If you want to be a smart auditor, be a master. Why? You are going to challenge another master who did the accounts. You want to be better than him or her to challenge what you did is wrong. You know, in my case, as a human being also, I'm very simple, and when it comes to paper structures, when I'm setting paper, sometimes Srilanka asking from me, don't, include these type of very simple questions to the papers. They are like degrees and BA. But I said, carry on. I take the responsibility. One of such questions that I was printed on the paper and I asked to print is, all the assets of a company should be depreciated. 5 marks. See, what I was expecting, assets are basically divided into basic, current and non-current. We only depreciate non-current. And non-current assets we again categorize into tangible, intangible. We only depreciate tangible assets. Intangible assets, we have unique assets such as land. We don't depreciate. I will not ask now. If you want, I can ask for the matter of interest. Why we don't depreciate land? Do I want to expect the audience like this for this question? Today, my time. Please start to study. There are many things to study. Ask questions from yourself. Why the fair value model say this, which is against this model? Such the good. Not feeling, Facebook and other things. And more than 24 hours. We have 24 hours. But try to have 25 and more. At the last year, 2007, I qualified, I told. I studied 18 hours per day. I was the first in the class, always finish the consolidation. Why? The same consolidation, the questions given by the lecturer, I still salute, unfortunately, it's no more. Oh my, I said. Teacher, what he is giving, I do take at home. Few blank pages. Sheet of paper, sir. And I changed the question. Acquisition is 68%, and I want to take a different acquisition percent. At a time, one change. One subsidiary, I added another subsidiary. One subsidiary, associate. You get my point? In exam, okay. For me, it's consolidation. That's the way it's done. Ask yourself some more questions. Next time that question will be in your favor, but you already. I had a student in my 2010 AAT final stage. I did class for that also. Unfortunately, because of the time, I don't have a time. Now I'm not doing. She always takes the front seat. Now have an accountant. But can I add you? She always used to take the notes. Only this side. All my notes. Here's the blank. And I asked what? But the answer you are expecting. She take own notes on my notes. She is a chartered accountant. If you want, I can bring next Saturday morning into the class. If you seriously want. Sometimes you may think I go to be an auditor. They will come to any place. Not far away, you know, she will come and say, what sir is saying is right. Be smart. Try to be unique. Something of you to be unique. Very, very important. And all what you are said to be chartered accountants, CEOs, CFOs. Here again, I do salute, respect. I'm very happy. But you're unique. I can see some people now texting me with the phone and all. Now, at this moment. You all can carry on. That's fine. No problem. Maybe we can. So there's some people, but see, usually I don't. You want to text to somebody, here I am. I put on silence and I don't do it. You know, change your path like that. What I want to say. Two, actually, this girl and this boy, when I was sitting, they reached me and asked questions. I was very happy. And I'm expecting from others as well. Not always, there's no question, but let me go and ask. But if you have things, why don't you clarify it for itself? Unique. You realize so far, not even completing 3 hours by now, between you and me today. There are a lot of gaps between please. Let me be honest. Whoever I meet, if you have gaps, I want to tell, otherwise, I'm not a professional. Now the questions I ask, you guys write up. So please, fill all these gaps. Try to be a different person. We don't have much time, but let me also take this topic. Very first day, we were doing a lot of things other than this discussion, round robin also we did. Why we need the audit should be the last point to be discussed today before we wrap up. Except agency theory, I would like to hear from you guys. Agency theory I will explain in a minute. Why we need audit for the consulting. What benefits you see that audit can bring for the organization? Benefits. Talking about statutory, of course, you have to Of course, if any errors, codes, so far happen, yeah, there is a high chance that you detect. Excellent. You are getting self-satisfaction. And then you see, without any fear, you can, go to the hall. See our thumbs up. What? Maybe internal control. You have a guarantee because someone outside having expertise come and say, you are super. Your internal controls are super. Compliance, including companies act. So on and so forth. Spending little more on the agency theory. And that is the story where why the audit, how the audit began. There was one shareholder. There was one shareholder. Sorry. Okay. Something wrong in this pen. One shareholder who actually was in a deep thought. You understand what I'm saying. And there's another shareholder who joined this shareholder number 2, was asking why you were in a deep thought. And this shareholder replies, no, I'm thinking, the board of directors we have appointed to our company. I have a doubt whether they act the same way that you and I act. You love your mobile. I'm asking, regardless what's the brand and things like that. Do you have the same feeling on your friend's mobile phone? Be honest. That's the truth. You take a loan and you construct your own house. You will close the doors very low. You take the loan and buy a car. You slowly close the doors. But you hire a vehicle. You rent a house. They are human beings. So they have the same doubt because board of directors are not the owners. It's very reasonable. And they will get together and they find a solution. And they want somebody outside having expertise check on what they are doing. Actually, initially audit is what the board of directors are doing. That we call agency theory. Who is the agent here? Shareholder or board of directors? Board of directors, because shareholders appointed board of directors to act on behalf of shareholders, we call they are the agents. They are principals. Principals. The relationship between principals and agents we call agency theory. If I ask question in your paper, explain agency theory, who asks? Very simple. So they had the problem, they find the solution. Solution is none other than auditor. 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 Don't talk. Audit only. Audit only. Listen. That's why you have auditorium. People who are sitting only must listen. Auditor is listen. Not to speak. Okay, so are you guys are there online?
Yes, sir, we are listening.
Okay. Thanks for the confirmation. Your next observation. But is important activity, people online as well. Can you please? What I'm going to do, I know it's not correct. And something, even knowing that it's not correct, I have to do this. What I'm going to do, why I'm doing is because institutions, including here, they don't do this per se. Very simple. Lecturer assessment. Many institutions, they do halfway or at the end of the semester. Personally, I don't like that. If you don't like me, I will say, be straight. If you don't like me as a lecturer, you have to decide. It's very frustrating. What's the point after post semester is over? What's the point halfway through course? Correct? Now is your time. Don't be like this. Be like this. Everybody on this audience, not personal issues. You guys don't know about anything. I'm not such a bad person, but not personal things. Almost 3 hours today. I know it's very difficult. For me, also new batch. I might have my some of this one not properly, come out, but I'm ready for that. Seriously, I'm ready. Maybe some sort of anti-panty might be there for me also, despite many years of experience of exit. But that's okay. It's a very new brand. People in front of you. Knowing that the way you assess now, act as professionals. Any issues you have observed of me, and that can go up to the level you tell, not to the CA people. Tell me, I don't like you as a lecturer. Because of these reasons. You don't have knowledge. And what you are talking about can understand. Too much speed. I mean, this is your battlefield. Who we are, resource person. You think only I'm the person on Sri Lanka to do audit and assurance? No. I'm always thinking I'm the worst as a lecturer in their subject. There are all the other lecturers better than me. So then I can learn few things. Be honest. Everybody here act as professional. Because you want to be CEOs, CFOs. Fair enough. Despite which corner you are sitting, all the bad things you want to tell about today 3 hours that you experienced. Tell me, start now. Please, just tell me. Don't tell me. Tell me. I like people like. Seriously. It's okay, but I like bad things. But I don't have a right come and deliver next Saturday morning. I don't have a. If one single participant here don't like me. I'm very serious on this matter. Anything They don't know I'm doing this activity because myself and SAP campus for the first time. But CS Sri Lanka, I was there for several years, other activities. But for them, new, they might not know that I'm doing this, but I can tell this. No problem. Then I can tell her, see, I cannot take next Saturday because people don't like me. Seriously. One single bad thing. Negatives. Please. See, it takes time if I give you a chance, opportunity, sheet of paper. Those are why send me chits. If you don't like me, but tell that I don't like you because of this. You can ask whether you are a Tamil or things like that. Irrelevant. No, I'm not Tamil, but some people ask me like that. You accent the pronunciation, even like by Tamil, what's the those are the not things I'm asking. Pronunciation is a matter now. My pronunciation cannot understand by the audience. I'll be quick. For sure, I have to take the decision. Where are CEOs? No, I'm serious. I'm not joking. See, I salute respect. What you all said. Though I'm Narmaya, always those days, I'm telling one thing for them. Give them like one day in future, I like to work under one of you all. I like to work under one of you all. Not because of money, not because of power, but because of knowledge and skill. That give them that I can say here also, but now I'm aging into the retirement. Any this one. You want to tell something? You go there. You tell me. Yeah. 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 What's your name? I'll give you additional 5 marks. I'll give you additional 5 marks. This girl is saying, sir, where are your notes? Those are not available in LMS. Is correct. I did not upload. Please bear with me. Usually for the first day when I'm taking a batch or the audience participants, I don't know the reason. They like concentrate on that and be like, predetermined mental schema, today audit and assurance introduction only. But next week onwards, at least 2 days, 3 days beforehand, I'll make sure that it will be available. Thanks. That's something I consciously do. Okay. And please, we do. We have to conclude also. 11:30 you want to say something? They're not that serious, but some of the things. What you're expecting from, like, can you discuss these 3 areas? Can you discuss some points like these? We would like, we like, to may not be because the curriculum syllabus I will cover. Okay, that's why fiduciary duty. There's a fiduciary duty. I will do that for you, but in addition to that, matter of interest, maybe not now, next week, moving forward, write down And what's the difference between audit in this industry and that industry? In global context, where the audit is pitching now. You can ask, maybe give me those things, I can discuss. Are you guys good and believe that you have knowledge? At least now let's do this together. You guys are okay so far with that you believe I have knowledge about the subject matter. Vocal clarity. You are happy? The what you call the preciseness. Okay. Bringing examples. Okay. Let's conclude for the day. And let's continue from next Saturday. One participant. But the room is still, window is open. Maybe not next week, but 2 weeks, 3 weeks back, let's discuss on the Simon things. Examination paper later on. Don't worry at all about the examination paper. What I want is the knowledge. Please, as much as possible. Then I'm so thank you so very much. And I must say all the very best. That is our time. We are concluding.
Okay, sir. Thanks. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thanks a lot. All the very best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sure. More than welcome.
We are lucky. We are lucky as receiving a sir like you.
Okay, sure. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Sure. Yeah, all the very